Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Welcome back to Powerhouse. One of the most common problems found in homes is leaky ductwork. Leaks in your duct system allow the heated or cooled air to escape inside the walls before it reaches your rooms. In fact, it's been estimated that the average home loses from 25 to 40% of its heating and cooling energy through the duct system.
Here's the foil tape, Meg.
Thanks, Pete.
Not only does that mean you're wasting hundreds of dollars every year, but leaky ducts can also create indoor air quality problems. If you have leaks in your return air ducts, they can pull outside air, mold, insulation fibers, and dust past the furnace filter and directly into your house. Now, sealing your ductwork will cut energy use, improve your family's comfort, and improve indoor air quality by reducing the infiltration of all that dust, humidity, outdoor fumes, and odors.
Right. Now, basically, there are 3 ways to seal your ductwork. 2 of them, tape like this, and mastic, which is actually a type of caulk, can be installed by a do-it-yourselfer, and we'll show you how to apply these to your ductwork in a minute. The third method involves the use of aerosol sealants, and that must be done professionally. It's a technology that we featured on Powerhouse before.
It internally seals leaks in air ducts by blowing a fog of tiny particles into the duct system. These particles, which are sticky, flow through the ducts until they reach a leak, and then they seal it. This system does the most thorough job because it can seal duct leaks in inaccessible areas like walls, floors, and ceilings.
As we said, for do-it-yourselfers, there are 2 choices. Now, one of your choices is this, mastic. It's a gooey, fiber-reinforced paste. You can take a look at it, and it's sold in tubes or 1, 2, or 5-gallon buckets. Now, it costs between $15 and $25 per gallon. There are solvent-based mastics and water-based mastics. Solvent-based mastic contains petroleum components and solvents such as styrene rubber or synthetic rubber. It's flammable and must be kept away from open flames, and there's also that strong solvent odor, so ventilation is going to be an issue. And you clean up with mineral spirits. The mastic we're applying here, however, is water-based. Unlike solvent-based mastic, water-based mastic contains vinyl, acrylic, or latex components that don't require harsh chemicals for cleanup. Water-based mastic is non-flammable, it produces no harmful fumes, and it can be used on indoor and outdoor duct systems. You can apply it with a trowel, a caulking gun, or by hand, but if you do use your hands to scoop the mastic out, make sure you wear heavy rubber gloves that won't tear if pressed against a sharp edge of sheet metal. Now, you may find that using a cheap paintbrush is the easiest way to apply mastic, and that's what we'll be using today. Now, before applying, make sure that you wipe the joint area to remove particles, dust, and grease. Okay, like that. And you'll also want to make sure that you cover the floor and any area around the ducts with a drop cloth as well. Apply enough mastic to form a continuous coating on the surface of the duct and work the mastic into the joints or cracks. Then use light pressure to get an even coating. There should be at least a 1/2 inch overlap around any joint, crack, or hole. You should also allow the mastic to dry completely for 24 hours, which means not running your furnace or air conditioning during this time. You might want to do this project during a time of the year with mild temperatures. Because the use of mastic is still fairly new, it may not be widely available in your area. We had to purchase ours from a local heating contractor. It dries quickly and remains flexible after it is cured. 1 gallon covers roughly 300 linear feet. Openings to be sealed should not exceed 1/8 of an inch. For wider gaps, it's recommended that you apply the mastic over mesh tape or sheet metal for additional reinforcement.
The most common way to seal your ductwork is with tape. A number of adhesive-backed tape products are available for sealing duct joints and seams. Generally, they're more convenient and less messy than mastic. Here's an important note about the silver gray cloth tape, commonly known as duct tape. It's great for many applications around the house, but it's not really good for sealing ducts. The heat from the duct hardens the adhesive, and over time it loses its stickiness, dries out, and cracks, and the duct leaks again. Instead, metal reinforced or foil-backed tapes are the preferred choice. It's designed specifically to withstand a duct system's heating and cooling cycles and will not deteriorate. Foil-backed adhesive tapes are generally available in 100 and 150-foot rolls, and they cost from about $15 to $25 per roll. Before you apply the tape, thoroughly clean the metal duct surfaces around all the joints and seams with a damp rag to remove all dust and dirt. Then carefully wrap the tape around the entire circumference of the joint and press firmly over the entire surface with your fingers to ensure that it completely adheres. And that's all there is to it. One note, do not consider the furnace filter slot or the combustion air inlets as gaps.
When you're around your ductwork, use common sense for safety. Guard against falls and wear protective gear. Avoid opening or probing into electrical devices, wires, and connections. And don't touch ducts without first holding your hand above them to see if they're hot.
The mastic looks good.
Yeah, it was fun
Nice
to do.
job. And don't forget, you can always call your heating and cooling professional if you need help with this project. The energy you save by sealing your ductwork can quickly add up. We'll be right back with more Powerhouse. Don't go away.